What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out of it, and now I am using all of my social media platforms to raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing while exposing the tactics, there it is, that a lot of these companies and people within the companies use to try and recruit you or to sell you an overpriced product. And I'm super excited because I have my bestie here.
That's impressive that you say that in every video. I always just say, hey, Chloe, I'm Julie Joe. Welcome to my channel.
I love that, though. That's your brand. I love that.
If you want to find my channel, it is literally just Julie Joe. You can find it down below in her description as well. And I'll have a video of us on my channel.
I'm excited.
I know.
I love this for us. We have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
We have a lot to talk about. I know you saw the title. I'm sure you saw the thumbnail. And you guys, we need to talk about elomir and the comp plan. And I think it's important to kind of start with the backstory. I know that we've done some lives.
Yep.
We've done some, some things on YouTube when it comes to this company, but it's another health and wellness company that I think is extremely problematic.
Absolutely. We've done at least 3 lives at this point, and they've all been reaction videos to Saturday morning coffee talk. One of them was kind of to Erin, but haters in general, right? Because we're all haters and bullies in the anti-mom community. LOL. Whatever. And another one was just an opportunity call, and so you can find all of those on both of our YouTubes. But I'm gonna get to the backstory a little bit.
Yeah. So, this is so interesting how all of this has kind of happened.
Yeah.
A friend of mine and I were chatting, and he was being pitched by somebody else, and we just started to have kind of this conversation, and we were trying to figure out what product it was, because the way MLMs are very, very easy to kind of figure out who's who by the language. Mm-hmm. They all kind of have their own little culty, in my opinion, language that they use, and we can figure out from some of the words and the way that they speak. A lot of times we can figure out what company it is. Some of the things that were being said, I was like, I've never heard of this. Like, what is this? And then we got a hold of some graphics, and not all of you guys, but a lot of you guys started sending us some information, and we were like, wow, this is really cool. What is this? And we started to dig in a little bit deeper. Figured out from one of the screenshots the name of the company, elomir. We were like, what the heck is that name?
Yeah.
And then we figured out from one of the graphics the ingredients, which I reached out to a dietitian. There's some very problematic ingredients in our opinion, and also according to the dietitian, in these, they look like a Listerine strip. They're the little yellow strip that you've been seeing all over social media.
Yeah, mini sticky note.
Yeah.
Question, Erin, where do you look when you're talking?
Where do I look?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know where to look. I have no idea where to look.
I usually look like around here.
Okay.
I'm leaving that in too.
Okay.
And so from the graphics, we got the ingredients, and then we also got the starter kits, and we'll talk about all of that stuff. And from those graphics, we were able to look and see exactly like where this is being made. I found out that it's the same address as Prove It, which was fascinating to me. This company is owned by Terry LaCour.
Terry.
And so the whole process has been really interesting. It looks like that space in the warehouse where the Prove It products are being made is also being like rented out. That's the only thing that I can kind of figure out, which I feel like that part is kind of standard in the industry. Like I feel like we see that often. I remember when I was new to Prove It, I remember going through the warehouse and seeing other products being made and kind of thinking, oh, that's kind of odd, but you don't question that when you're in an MLM. And so we were able to figure all of that out, and was sent lots of these Zooms and things that they were doing, screenshots of private messages, the cross recruiting that we definitely have evidence of. I would say we have evidence of that.
Absolutely.
Both in video and in like screenshots of private messages. And then we discovered the hashtags. You want to talk about the hashtags?
Yeah. So you know how MLMs like to flood social media, essentially, with different pictures, videos. I see it a lot on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Well, elomir kind of had that same idea, and they had certain hashtags they would use. However, the two main hashtags, which are hit the strip, which is already being used by people who hit the strip in Vegas.
Facts.
And change the conversation, which is already being used by people who want to change the conversation in a much more important light than in your MLM. They use mostly those two, so feel free to use those in the rest of your next few Instagram posts if you want, as well as hashtag elomir, which you're going to be able to see in the hashtags below, or maybe even in the title, so you know how to spell it. And also one that we found on Facebook in particular is hashtag little yellow strip. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Little yellow strip. Yeah. They are using these to, hashtag their pictures and just get them out everywhere. They want to have them change the conversation. I think is one of the big ones that got to me, because I was like, what are you changing the conversation from? Like, it's a Listerine strip, in my opinion. It's like Listerine strip or a sticky note that you stick on your tongue. It's an MLM. There's nothing there to change the conversation. You're not changing the industry. You're not changing anything. It's the exact same thing as every other MLM in product and in business structure, and as well as their launch, which we should talk about, which is why we're doing this video. Yeah, really.
Yeah, so they're supposed to be launching like tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this. And we wanted to do the comp plan video because this has been sent to us by multiple people. So shout out to you guys. You know who you are.
Yep.
And we appreciate that. By the way, if you guys ever want to send us anything for any company or any of those things, you can screen record it or screen record it and then upload it to a Google Drive, and then you can send it to my email, Erin_Bees@yahoo.com, or you can send it to Julie Joe's email.
I am JulieJoe@gmail.
And we appreciate it, and we treat everybody confidential unless you tell us otherwise. It's just, I think it's safer that way.
Absolutely.
So so they're launching. They have kits that are available, but it's been alleged to us just recently that they are having yet I'm wording this really weird, more production problems.
They were supposed to launch earlier.
Right.
And I'm not exactly sure what happened.
In June.
Yeah, they're supposed to launch earlier in June. You know, it's July 4th now. This is on 4th of July. And now they're apparently launching the 5th of July. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but I would think
production problems.
I was going to say, I would think it would have something to do with the large amount of production problems they seem to have, because it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. I just feel like, and we've talked about this before on different lives and stuff, it just feels like a gimmicky delivery system for an MLM product that other MLMs claim to have the same ingredients. That's how I feel.
It really mirrors an MLM, near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, it really does.
Get into that for sure.
Yeah, the ranks, all kind of, we'll talk about it. So, but apparently they're having production problems. And so what's been alleged to us is the people that do end up joining and purchasing some sort of a starter package are not going to get their entire order. My question is, do you think, and do you guys think that they're going to tell people that before they press that submit button? Or do you think they're going to take that money and then be like, oh, by the way, we're going to send you what's been alleged to us as one box, and even though you've spent X number of dollars, you're going to only get one box, and then we'll send you the rest as production catches up because we're having issues. And of course, they're not going to word it that way. No.
I would hope that they would tell them, but as we know how people at MLMs do, that's not really their forte.
It's really about the money.
Yeah, always about the money.
Yeah.
I think it's time that we get into the comp plan.
Let's talk about the comp plan.
The good thing is that it really isn't a super in-depth comp plan that you go, what am I looking at? It is quite simple at this point.
Yeah. There may be changes. I know that there were changes before this actually came out. And so we're just going to go through all of this together, and feel free to drop your commentary below. This is something that has been sent to us by multiple people yet again. I feel like it's important to mention that. And yeah, here we go. So this is their comp plan as of June 2022. There's 5 ways that they're saying that you can get paid. What I find interesting as we were looking through this and kind of studying this is there is one way to get paid off of customers, and the rest is from recruiting.
Yeah. Allegedly, looking at the last 4, it has to do with recruitment, which in my opinion is the biggest red flag of all time. But I also believe that not many people are going to take time to look and understand the comp plan, even though this one is one of the most simple ones we looked at.
Yeah. Most of the time MLMs make them super complicated so people can't understand them. And then who's going to ask a question? Most of the time people are not going to ask questions about the comp plan because they don't want to look stupid.
Yeah, and they also have, the sayings of earn while you learn.
Yeah, I hate that.
Right. They'll say those different things. It's like, you don't have to know it right now. You're gonna learn it while you earn the money. You might as well start right now.
Yep. Yeah. So let's talk about the 5 ways: retail bonus, fast start bonus, generational team bonus, rank advancement bonus, and 3X bonus. The enrollment back office fee is $49. I would assume that includes like obviously your back office, like it says, but there's probably going to be some training. I would say this is very, very similar to Prove It, in my opinion. And so, and in fact, I think Prove It's annual promoter fee is also $49. But this little fine print, enrollment fee is waived when enrollment pack is purchased on sign up. So they're, in my opinion, they are encouraging the pay to play aspect.
Yeah, I mean, that makes complete sense when you look at it in that perspective. They want you to purchase a pack, not just like a product, I think, right? It would be an enrollment pack.
Yeah, and we can talk about what comes in some of the packages and stuff. I'll mention that here shortly. All right, so here's the first thing. So retail bonus, and this is something that we need to talk about because Prove It, as I've talked about this before, I'm sure you have too, is a little bit tricky in the numbers and how you get paid.
Yes.
And so the retail bonus is when a retail customer purchases products through the brand partner's online retail store, the enrolling brand partner receives a retail bonus of 35% of the CV on the order. 35% is pretty standard, I would say, for a lot of these MLM companies.
That was for Arbonne.
Yeah, Prove It is 20%. This is 35%. But the part that I really want you guys to be aware of is the CV on the order. And CV stands for, I can't remember what. I'm gonna refer to their glossary here. I should have written it down, so hang tight just a second.
CV, I would guess volume.
It's got
some kind of volume.
Customer volume would make
sense.
It's probably customer volume. But I have the glossary here. So CV is also known as commissionable. Of course, they have to make it more complicated.
Yeah.
This volume is assigned to a product. There are some companies, and we were just talking about this, like Arbonne is $1 to 1 point. But the majority of the companies that I was in are not that way.
Yeah.
And except for Arbonne. And so
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So 35% of the CV. And my question was, well, what is the CV on a box of these Listerine looking strips?
Yeah.
And so
I'll draw it out and then show them as you talk about it.
Oh, good. I love that. Okay. Okay. So let's say somebody buys a box. Let's say that I'm the brand partner.
Okay.
And somebody buys a box through my website of these Listerine looking strips. I'm going to keep saying that because that's what they look like to me. And I make 35% of the CV. A box is $89, and I think it's $89.99, but we'll just say $89 to keep it simple. $89, and you get 45 points. This is what's been alleged to us, 45 points when you sell a box of $89 product. Okay. Then you get 35% of that 45. So you're selling this product. I just sold this product And now, what is my commission on that?
About $16.
So I love how we have this.
$89.99 to $45 CV, which is what you're going to get from the $89.99. But you only get 35% of the $45, which is $16.
$16 commission.
That's it. Yeah. And that's what Prove It does.
Yeah, except Prove It is 20%, and a box of brand new ketones, or a box of ketones sold to a brand new customer is 80 BV in Prove It. So bonus, they call it bonus value. Bonus value? Yeah. And so you're making just roughly $11 or $12 on a box of ketones that people are buying $130. I think that it's important that you guys understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. So they are, and let's talk about just really quickly, they are putting this all over social media, right? Let's talk about the effort behind making that $16. Mm-hmm. So they're going to put up income claims, lifestyle claims. They're going to do, which we've seen with our own eyes.
And I think one of the biggest things, sorry to interrupt, is that people think that you just straight up get 35% of the $90, which is not true. No. I think that that's kind of what comes off.
Yeah.
Is you get 35% of what you sell.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You get 35% of the commissionable volume, which is not the amount that you sell. Mm-hmm. And I know we just talked about that, but I need people to think about that, because when you're watching the opportunity call, as I was thinking, oh, you get 35% commission. That's pretty good.
As most people would think that.
Exactly. But it's not that. So
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah. And again, let me also reiterate that this is the only way, according to this comp plan that was sent to us and approved June of 2022, this is the only way that you get paid from the sale of the product. So you're making $16 per box that you sell. And so the effort that it takes to sell this box of product is probably coming from social media, cold messaging, lives. And we've seen a lot of health claims, medical claims and stuff from people that haven't even tried the product. It's been alleged to us that there was a handful of people that have actually tried the product, and now they're basing all of the testimonials and sharing all of the testimonials from this small group of people.
That is one of the craziest parts to me, is that these people are talking about how incredible this product is and how much it's going to change lives. They're doing all these claims, just like Erin said. However, they haven't even tried it. And in fact, a small group have been the only people to try it. Mm-hmm. It's shocking to me.
Yeah, same. So the second way that they're saying that you can get paid in this company is through a fast start bonus. Now, the fast start bonuses that I have seen and experienced in multiple companies is usually for the new distributor. This is the first one where we just, as we were sitting down on the couch talking about this, planning this video out, I was like, wait, this is not paid to the distributor that's new. So normally the fast start bonus is what is paid to the new distributor when they hit different sales or recruiting ranks. This is paid to the enroller, the person that recruited them. So this says, when a brand partner first enrolls, they have the option to purchase an initial enrollment package of their choice, a starter package, if you will. The enroller will receive a fast start bonus up to 4 generations deep, meaning 4 levels down.
Okay? The enroller.
Yeah.
4 generations deep for every person that enrolls someone
and buys a kit.
That's it's a brand partner.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a distributor.
It's a distributor. It's not just a customer.
Yeah.
Now that
I've not seen that.
I have not seen that. I've seen somewhere it's like, oh, we can have this many brand partners, or you can have this many customers, and they both count. Like you can do 2 of these or 4 of these.
Yep.
But here it's just brand partner. It's just the recruitment of distributors. And like you said, I've not seen that either.
And just in my opinion, this is a big push to recruit, which is a big red flag.
Huge.
So a generation is defined as the first active brand partner in the enroller tree. So if I am the distributor and I sign up Julie Joe, she is in my first she's in my first level. Okay. As the brand partner rank advances, they unlock new levels, meaning they get paid more when people recruit, and they actually not encourage, but they purchase some sort, one of their starter packages. So this is a weekly payout, which is very similar to Prove It. When you recruit and Prove It, you get paid weekly. And so it looks like to start off, you get paid 15% of the starter package.
Okay.
So I'm sure that it's going to be very similar to the retail bonus. We don't have the details on that. However, CV is assigned to all products, and these packages are probably the same way. And so there's probably a CV that's assigned to it, and they'll get 15% of that CV, in my opinion, off of those starter packages, which, tell me it's about recruiting without telling me it's about recruiting. You know what I'm saying? So the requirement for receiving the Fast Start bonus is you must be an active brand partner, listen to this, with 65 PV. And so that is personal volume, I believe. Let me just verify that before I say that.
I want to remind everyone that if $90 is 45 CV, then what is 65 PV in dollar form? And so it makes it look like, $65, like that's, when you see the number 65, it makes it look less. But in reality, it's well over $100 that they're going to have to make sure that they have either through customers or through themselves, which I'm sure they'll have at least through themselves.
Yeah, and customers. Later on in the comp plan, there are requirements for customers and also, I'm going to say distributors because it's a blanket term.
Yeah.
They call them brand partners, it looks like. So PV is your personal volume. This includes your personal orders, your personally enrolled customer orders. This is paid on the enrollment pack CV, just like what I was talking about. The payout is weekly and monthly. So on the recruiting, you probably get paid weekly. On the customer commission, you probably get paid monthly. That's typically what happens. This is the payout is weekly and monthly. The first level will be paid out weekly, and the monthly will be paid as a true up based on the paid rank at the end of the month.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, and then as you see on this chart, here we have the monthly true up payout. So I think true up is the term for monthly payout according to the chart there.
Oh yeah.
And so you can see as you move up in the ranks, you just get paid deeper up to 4 levels when people on your team join the business and buy a starter package.
Yeah. And the fact that they don't tell you, you don't actually get paid up to 4 levels until you're the very tippy top of the company.
Mm-hmm.
The majority get paid 2 levels. And most people will likely get paid 1 level.
Mm-hmm.
So that is also something to look at, is they make it look like, you get paid up to 4 generations. Well, that sounds very nice.
Yeah.
However, that is just the very top of the company. Icon 10 and up, which is 11, 12, and legend. That's it. Icon 10, 11, 12, and legend. It's very deceptive.
Which I think is why they're building the way that they are.
Yeah.
It's been alleged to us that there's like 3 legs that they're building within the company and then stacking everybody under. So these 3 people, in my opinion, probably came from other companies, were top leaders in other companies. And they're like, hey, come over here. We're starting a new company. And that's why we see terms like ground floor opportunity and all of these things. It's really just a quick cash grab for people that get in faster. And if you don't get in fast, you're going to lose a ton of money because there's only so many people that can be at the top of the pyramid, just like we've seen in all MLMs. And that's the dangerous part, is that the majority of people have to lose money in order for that top to make what they
money. What's so interesting to me is they talk about that they're entrepreneurs, but this is a terrible way to build a business. It is not sustainable.
Yeah.
3 big legs,
mm-hmm.
That's not sustainable because almost everyone loses.
Yeah. It's the same thing that I'm seeing. We were just talking about this the other day, yesterday. It's the same thing that, in my opinion, we're seeing within a company that I was a part of that I think might be in some serious trouble financially.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. I'm not going to name that company yet, but you mark my words, when that happens, we're going to say it with our whole chest. Absolutely. So this is the first of many recruiting parts of the comp plan.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go to number 3, monthly generational team bonus. Do you want to explain this one?
Yeah, sure. So monthly generational team bonus, volume from your brand partners and their customers' product purchases are paid through the uni-level tree. As a brand partner progresses further through the career path, They can earn monthly generational team bonus pay based on rank. So if you look over at the tree, you see, this shows every rank. So rank, you start at icon all the way up to legend. I just want to take a moment to look at the price or the cost difference, the money, right? The pay difference, the generational team bonus, $18 for icon, $104,000 for legend. The price difference is insane. That's it. It's just nothing.
I'm sure that there's some sort of a volume requirement. Well, there's going to be because of.
I think why I'm so confused is because it's just so
simple.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So first off, Erin and I just sat here and I'm like, Erin, what the hell is this? Because I'm trying to explain this to you, but it's so simple that I'm confused by it.
Yeah.
Because usually these things aren't that simple. It's literally just showing you that, and it's not showing you enough because it's not showing you how many, points you need or QV, qualifying volume, which is what we always said in our bond. Personal volume, it's not showing what you need volume-wise. It's just showing, here's what your generational team bonus will be when you rank up.
And by the way, that's not a compliment.
No.
For the people that are in elomir that are probably watching this, that's not a compliment.
This is not good because you're not giving people, you're being extremely deceptive with this. You're just not giving people the information that they need.
Yeah.
You're saying, look at these numbers, right?
Look what you can make. You can make up to $104,000 as a bonus just for building a team and helping other people to start their business.
But the issue is
there's so many.
Less than 1% will be at that.
Yeah.
At that rank. Less than 1%. I can guarantee you under 1% will be at legend.
Yeah.
So it's so simple that it's deceptive.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next slide. All right, rank advancement bonus. The rank advancement bonus is paid monthly based on the new rank up of the brand partner. So this is based on ranking up. To earn rank advancement pay, you must have reached the rank of icon 4. You don't even get rank advancement bonuses, I'm going to say this again, until you hit icon 4. We are going to talk about what that means, what that looks like, the volume and all of that stuff here in just a couple minutes. To be paid, the brand partner must have achieved the rank for the first time and sustain the rank for 2 consecutive months in a row. So you have to hit the rank, you have to keep the rank for 2 months, which just from our own experience and from what we have watched, maintaining ranks in any MLM company is really difficult.
You know what's interesting about this? It reminds me of It Works and their bonuses, especially when it says in the very little asterisk at the bottom, icon 12 and legend, bonus will be broken up into 4 payments. If they dequalify, they will have 12 months to requalify to continue payments. Each installment will only be paid on a qualified month. It reminds me of It Works because it's saying, look at the bonus you'll get. But in fact, if you don't continue to reach this point that they want you to reach, you're going to lose it.
Yeah.
If you don't get paid out in time.
You know who else does that?
Who?
Lavelle.
Well, that checks out.
Yeah, Lavelle does that as well. Yeah. So these are the examples they give. The brand partner hits icon 5 in month 1 and icon 6 in month 2. The payout will be paid on the icon 5 because it's the rank that was achieved 2 consecutive months. The bonus will only pay out once per rank achieved. The bonus is also stackable, which means that if the brand partner hits icon 7 for the first time and then icon 8 within the same time period, they will receive the bonus for icon 7 and bonus for icon 8.
Well, tell us how simple it is to hit icon 7 and icon 8. Shall we see?
Yeah. So, and then the other example is and I love how they're doing the higher ranks as examples. So, okay, the brand partner hits icon 7 in month 4 and icon 8 in month 4. Is that a typo? Did I read that wrong?
The brand partner hits icon 7 in month 4 and also icon 8 in month 4.
I didn't.
No.
Okay. No. And maintains icon 8 in month 5. The payout will be paid on both icon 7 and icon 8 because both were achieved 2 consecutive months. So that's an example of them saying that this is stackable. But again, we're showing icon 7 and icon 8. We're going to talk about the requirements because it is included on this.
Yeah. If I had to guess, it would be within 2 years of the company being up and running, less than 3% of the company.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when you look at it that way, it's like, well, why don't you use the ranks where the majority of people are, well, they don't have these bonuses for them.
Right.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Why would they?
Yep. All right, so then we have the 3x rank bonus, and this is the 5th way that they claim that you can get paid. If you rank up within your first full month from enrollment, you can earn 3 times the bonus on the highest level rank you achieve in that time period. But remember, you don't get a rank up bonus until rank 4, essentially. Yeah. You will only be paid on the highest level rank you achieve. It is not cumulative. Your rank will be based on where you are on the last day of that first full calendar month. This bonus will only be paid out from Icon 4 through Icon 7. This will be paid out on the 15th of the month following your first calendar month. When the 3x bonus is achieved, any bonuses prior to the highest 3x bonus are nullified. So again, like I feel like they're dangling, like, look at this, look at the money that you can make. But then it's only for rank 4 through 7. Who is that going to benefit? The people that are recruiting.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And probably less than 10% of the company.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so interesting to read and go, yeah, that's like a handful of the company.
Yeah. In my opinion, comp plans are made for like the top 10%.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody else just pays into it, and the money that they're paying into it is how these bonuses and these things are paid out. That's just my opinion. Yeah.
Oh, that makes total sense.
Mm-hmm. All right, these are the rank requirements. I know that this is kind of small if you're watching this, or as you're watching this, I should say. And so if you look at this, we have all the ranks from icon to legend. There is always a PV requirement, ranging from 65 to 250. And I believe we read earlier that can be fulfilled from customers as well. However, we do know, based off of our experience, that a lot of times people are going to come out of pocket for that.
Yes, especially at the beginning of the month, because they want to get that stress off of their shoulders.
Yep.
And what I find interesting is they put this at the very end of the comp plan, when people have just read through everything, are confused, get to this, and are more confused.
Yes.
They're like, oh, but it's in there. Okay, but can a normal person who doesn't do this for a living, like us, look at it and go, yeah, I completely understand everything it's saying?
Yeah.
Probably not.
This feels like an income claim on a social media post. That's what this feels like to me. Yeah. Like, hey, let me show you how much money you could be making. Oh, by the way, you've got to hit rank 4 to get some, the majority of these bonuses.
Yeah.
But you can do that. Just, sign up a friend. This feels like Beachbody.
Oh, yeah.
Sign up your friend, sign up your spouse, sign up, your neighbor. Oh, that's what this sounds like. Anyways, so with all of the ranks, you need anywhere from 1 to 4 active brand partners in order to rank advance, and 1 to 3 customers. Those numbers. So at the top rank of Legend, you have to have 4 brand partners and 3 customers. There's emphasis on recruiting.
That tells me everything that I need to know.
Right. That's what I was looking at you like.
The fact that personal active brand partner, the fact that you have to have a personal active brand partner to be active, is that right? To be an icon?
No. So active basically means that they have a 65 or whatever the requirement is for the rank.
So they can be icon. Order. They can be an icon. Like that? But it says personal active brand partner 1.
Yeah, and so
you need 1.
Yes.
But what if they don't have 1? However, they have that 65 PV.
That's a great question.
So then would they be considered active?
Well, I think the active part is having that 65 PV volume, whether it's from customers or distributors, brand partners, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah. But then you have qualified organizational volume. So this is also very interesting. This part is pretty standard, I think, with all MLMs. Not that that's a good thing. Yeah.
Organizational, like the entirety of your team.
Yeah.
From you all the way down to your 10th generation or whatever. Let's say you're at the top of the company. You have 50 generations below you. It's everybody that is recruited by you and everyone down below you. So if you see Legend, 800,000 organizational volume. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. That's not a compliment.
Simple. No, it's just like, most other comp plans at that point.
Yep.
Same for the max percentage from one leg. It's a lot like Beachbody.
Yeah.
You're right. It really is. There's a lot of similarities. The 60% of volume. You can read that one if you want.
Yeah. So 60% all the way until you get to Icon 3. Then it's 50% until you get to Icon 10, and then it's 40%. So what this is encouraging is lots of recruiting and lots of having multiple legs, building multiple legs. I would venture to say, I'm not presenting this as fact, but you can probably move people around in that back office that was mentioned earlier to create these legs. I do find it interesting that they have a volume, the max percentage from one leg is less as you rank advanced. I find that really interesting.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. And then, do you want to do the next one?
Yeah. So max organizational volume from one leg. So, I mean, the volume you can get from one of your legs. So what they're saying is you need to recruit more. That's essentially what this is. It's like you need to have more than one leg, and they need to be making a lot of money, especially if you look at Legend. You can only have 320,000 organizational volume from one of your legs. That means if you want to be Legend with 800,000 organizational volume, you have to have at least 3 legs hitting 300,000.
Mm-hmm.
At least one of them can hit 200,000.
Yeah.
But it's saying we want you to have 3 active legs, and they all need to be hitting well, doing the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So recruitment.
Yeah.
You cannot do this without recruitment.
Well, and that's something that we've definitely seen with the private messages that have been sent to us, and the things that have been sent from various Telegram chats and like all kinds of different things, is the emphasis on recruiting. The opportunity Zoom that we've reacted to, watched, and you guys send us all kinds of information. It's all recruitment based. It's all everybody trying to get ahead, want to get in first, want to have a bunch of people kind of on their waiting list. Like, this is all stuff that we see. They're going to change the conversation and this and that. This is the same old thing.
Conversation has never changed.
No,
never.
Not within an MLM. Although so many of these companies are like, oh, we're changing the conversation. Really, where?
You never not once. I mean, you go, okay, I see some change.
Mm-hmm.
No, why? Because it all stems from the business model. The business model, while it is a business model, it also causes a lot of deception, which leads to a lot of these actions that we see when it comes to lying, preying on people, the vulnerability aspect of it, when you get their pain points to get them in, the claims. All of that really stems from the business model itself and how it works.
Yeah. And that's the issue that we have.
Exactly.
The business model, the recruiting, the knowing that people are going to have to lose and keep paying in order for their upline to move forward. Yeah. It's just very predatory. The rest of this chart is the bonuses that we've already talked about. They talk about the retail bonus being 35% of the CV. Remember, it's not the dollar amount. So that part is very deceptive, in my opinion. And then the fast start, which is, up to 4 levels deep, but you have to be, in some of the higher ranks in order to get that. Generational team bonus pay, same thing. You have to, just like you said, this is a company where I think this is going to be kind of like Q Sciences, and how they are really heavy within recruiting and then maybe selling a little bit of product. But what's interesting is the posture that we've seen is based on the product, right? Yes. So they're talking about the product. This is so amazing. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I really feel like this is a gimmicky delivery system that is meant to kind of hide the emphasis on recruiting, unless you actually look at this comp plan, which is the whole purpose we're doing this video.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And if they look at this comp plan, they probably won't understand it unless they've looked at many comp plans and studied them like we do. And like you said, which is why we're doing this video, so that we can look at the comp plan with you and break it down with you in a way that might shed light on the reason it's not a good idea.
Yeah. So let's talk about it, because I know that there's so many people that are seeing the little yellow strips and all these hashtags and all of these things, and people are naturally curious. And that's okay. It's okay to be curious. Absolutely. It's okay to ask questions. Ask to see the comp plan. There's not going to be an income disclosure statement like we normally talk about because it is a newer company. However, it's really important that you look at these details. Please know that this is not going to be any different than any other MLM company. It's just the new shiny toy.
Exactly.
And once people figure out that the toy
it's already
cool,
malfunctioning,
it's cool for a little bit, and then it breaks, and then you're like, man, I spent all this money on this thing, and then shame and embarrassment that we see in a lot of, I mean, we experienced it too after getting out of MLM.
This toy is one of the, I like how you said, this toy is one of the worst malfunctioning toys I've ever seen to start. It started off in a horrible foot, right? So
with the cross recruiting,
but also having to change the dates of your launch, which probably hurt a lot of the people they already had in the company.
Changing the comp plan, the health claims, just all of those things, which that's standard for MLM.
Yeah.
We see that with every single company. It just happens to be this is the new one that's coming out.
Yeah.
So,
and they're off to a rocky start with their machines breaking or allegedly not functioning well. And it's just one of those things that you don't want to get in because it seems like a sticky situation that's hard as hell to get out of.
Yep. Hello friends, Editing Erin here. Wanted to give you a quick update because this was just in as I was recording this video. And it's been alleged to me that Elomir is actually waiving their customer requirement that we talked about on the comp plan here. Because nobody can sign up any customers. I'm going to say it again louder for the people in the back. They are waiving the customer requirement to rank advance for their first month because they can't get any customers. They can't sign up customers. That is a pyramid scheme, friends. That is a pyramid scheme. Okay? Don't join elomir. Okay, back to the video. And I think it's just going to be like any other MLM, honestly.
Absolutely. I think it's going to go down pretty quickly, in my opinion, like Boo did. But I think they're going to take themselves down, honestly, just by how bad we've seen it start. So,
yeah. And by the way, if you're a creator and you're watching this, we need more creators to talk about this. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Absolutely.
Cool. All right. Well, then we just have the basic terms. And that's really about it. I don't suggest joining any MLM. I say that on every single video. People get hurt financially. They pay. I mean, that doesn't even include the emotional pain and the healing process of getting out of an MLM. So I don't want to say that I'm begging people to not join this.
I want people to tell us their experience below. In an MLM. I want, if you feel comfortable enough, share it. And I want people to read that, especially those who are thinking of joining one, because maybe that's what they need is to hear that experience. And honestly, you can hear our experience. And just by looking at our YouTube videos, we have a lot of videos, both of us on both of our channels. And we've both been, pretty up in the company. And we have a lot of experience in multi-level marketing and the understanding of it and how to break it down. So keep watching. If you need to keep watching, keep watching.
Yep. But don't join an MLM.
Don't join an MLM.
And if you love this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, would love to have you subscribe. Memberships are available. We both have a super fun Discord that is it's hilarious. We have a lot of fun. And really just appreciate the views, appreciate every single comment. I love your commentary. And I said it again. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Don't join an MLM.
Absolutely not. That's about all we have for you. So I hope you have the most amazing morning, evening, afternoon. I did that in the wrong order. From wherever you are and whenever you're watching, we'll see you next time.
See ya.